I'm literally 3 pages away from finishing up my journal. So this is my everyday journal. I just call it my journal. Honestly, you could call it like bullet journal or a planner, agenda. I kind of just do whatever I want with this. Sometimes I'm writing about my feelings. Sometimes I'm planning out my day. Sometimes I'm just doing like a habit tracker. Sometimes I'm just spilling all my guts. What else? Sometimes I'm doing like really artsy stuff, using it as like a junk journal. And sometimes I'm even like just practicing some doodling in here. So basically this is just my everyday journal or junk journal or diary or whatever it is. This is my everyday journal. I only have 3 more pages left, like I said. So it's time to pick a new journal. This whole box has all my empty notebooks, journals, all those things in it. If you want to get closer, and it is quite dark in here, I have a bunch of big notebooks, notepads, you know, some like legit like portfolio office type books. I have some spiral books. I have some like tiny books. Oh, this is my old 5-year journal. I think I only finished 3 years of it. What else? I have plain box journal. I have a whole bunch of like travel journals. They're like this size and they're made out of recycled paper, and the inside has boxes on them. So I have a whole bunch of these travel journals. I also have these like clear front page box journals, but I feel like these lines are way too dark. Just not enjoying writing on them. I have like a no lines kind of journal. It's completely empty. I don't think I'm ready. And then I have journals that do have lines in them, like this one. This could be a good option, but I do have certain preferences. Although this journal is like really, really pretty, it's like embroidered flowers. It's so stunning, and it's like beautiful white color. This is so pretty, but the only downside for this journal is it has lines in it. I'm just not feeling lines for my everyday journal because I'm trying to be more creative, and sometimes I just like to draw. I feel like the lines probably will get in the way, so I might use this as like a normal notebook. I have my All Too Well journal. I've been wanting to use this, but this is also lined. Let's see. I have this tiny like pineapple journal. I feel like it's just too small. Oh, I have this like beautiful blue journal, and it has perfect faded boxes on it, and I really like this. So this is a good option. Another option is this companion journal, and it has pandas all over it. This has dots all over it too. This is a really good option. It's just very, very thin, but if I finish this, then I can start another journal, I guess. I really like this though. And then my last 2 options are these 2 right here, this red one and this green one, and they're both basically the same journal. So in this red one, there's like 2 hands and a flower in the middle. It's just such a beautiful color red. And then the inside is dots, so this is like a dotted journal. I really like dotted journal. My old journal is also a dotted journal. I'll show you. My old journal, the one that I just finished. Let me find an empty page. Yeah, it's also dotted. I really like this, so I think these 2 might be the winners. So we have the red one, and then we have like a green one where there's like a moon and some crystals and some stars. And then the inside is just dots. The pages are like white. I think I have to choose between these 3 journals. Red, green, and this companion journal. It's still summer, so I feel like any of these would work. But then also, this red is so stunning. I want to use it ASAP. But I might save it till like Christmas time. It would be so beautiful in the Christmas time. But then again, green is such a fall color. But we're in summer right now, so I guess green can also be a summer color. Red, I don't think it's a summer color, even though it is so stunning. This is really, really hard actually. Which one should I do? I think I just need to pick one. I think this is just such a fall color, but then this is all such a Christmas color. I don't know if I can finish an entire journal during the Christmas or during the fall, you know? It's so stunning though. They're both very stunning. I think I might actually start this green one. Summer into fall and maybe into Christmas. That would be nice. And then maybe I'll start the new year, or maybe even Christmas, I'll do this one. So there we go. I think I picked my journal. It's this green one, the little moon. And I think I can make it work for the rest of the summer, and then it'll be beautiful in the fall time. Yay, picked a journal. All right, first step done. I picked a journal. I feel like I need more journals. Okay, total lie. So the thing is, I write a lot. So all these journals have very specific use. I end up using a lot of journals during the year for different purposes. So if I'm studying, then I use certain notebooks. Sometimes I type out my notes, but writing it down on paper just hits a little different for me. Certain books I use as like lists or everyday to-dos sometimes. And then there's like a whole bunch of books in that right there that I'm currently using. Each has their own purpose. So if I'm, watching a documentary, or I'm watching a specific like podcast on mental health or health, on AI, or anything to do with technology or history and things like that, I always write shit down. So all these journals will get use, but for my everyday journal, I am very specific about the type of journal I want to write in. So when I started this journal and I really enjoyed writing in like a dotted notebook, I bought these two. I learned a lot from completing this journal, and I feel like there's certain things I want to start off the new journal with. Let me organize a little bit and then I'll talk about it. Let me just organize those categories a little bit and then I'll talk about it. I just spent the last few days drafting, maybe outlining a little bit on how I want my new journal to be like. So I did that right here. And I did that because as I was filling out my old journal, there were several times I was getting kind of frustrated with how much flipping back and forth I had to do when it came to certain pages, like TBR pages, books to be read, movies to watch, that kind of thing. And also I had a difficult time writing down a to-do list, my everyday to-do list. So there were specific things that I wanted to do in my new journal. I just spent a few days just laying out how I think on what I think I would be happy with. So this is a new journal I landed on. Comes with a little strap. I love journals that have that. So this is like dark forest green. It has a crescent moon, some diamonds coming out of it, a couple of stars, and then on the side there's a few diamonds. On the back there's nothing. Pages are very white and they are dotted. It gives me freedom to draw, to write. This is a pretty thick journal, and I think that's why I wanted to plan it out a little bit, because I know I'm going to be using this for a while. I don't really like starting new journals before finishing old ones, so definitely needed some planning. I open up the journal. The first 2 pages are the cover, and this planner belongs to. I don't really like using this first page. Kind of flimsy, I feel like. I'm gonna keep these 2 pages empty. So technically these are pages 1 and 2, and they're both going to be empty, and this is going to be for my everyday to-do list. I'm just going to put in giant sticky notes here that I'm going to change out every couple of days after I finish my to-do list. It's a lot less stressful to not be flipping back and forth between pages. So the first 2 pages are going to be empty. I'm just going to put sticky notes with to-do list, and I'm gonna rip out the sticky notes once I'm done, and I'm just gonna put in new sticky notes for new to-do list. The next 2 pages, so this is gonna be pages 3 and 4. Page 3 is gonna be my TBR list, so it's gonna be all the books that I wanna read immediately once I finish this page, or I'm just gonna cross out books that I've read. If I change my mind and I don't wanna read certain books anymore, I'm just gonna tape another page onto here, and this is just gonna be solely dedicated to my books, because that's also frustrating to flip back and forth, or to have like multiple pages be my TBR. That's just very confusing for me. It's very like time consuming to flip back and forth. TBR page number 4 is gonna be my list of movies, TV shows, podcasts, music, documentaries that I want to watch ASAP. And once I fill up this page, I'm just going to tape on another page right on top. I know that may cause this to be really bulky eventually, but I think I'm okay with that. I think that's where this comes in handy. So next, page 5 and page 6. Page 5 is going to be for my video ideas, and same concept, Just gonna list them out and then stick on another piece of paper for when I'm done with that page. Page number 6 is gonna be my other ideas, like cooking or home things, or just random other things that don't have to do with books, movies, or videos. Page number 7 and onwards is gonna be my normal, let's fill out the new journal. So I labeled each of the pages. I'm also going to add envelope in here. I'm gonna add an envelope here, and I think I'm gonna add an envelope to the back of the book as well. There's already one, but I wanna add one right here, just so I can put some things into it. In this envelope here, I already have some things. I have this like Dove dark chocolate wrapper. Come with little fortunes in the back. This one says, when life isn't going right, go left. It's very cute, and this is one of my favorite chocolates. Another thing that I have is just a whole bunch of stickers and a couple of like admission tickets that I wanted to add to my journal at one point. The more envelopes, the better, to be honest, so I can just store stuff. So when I'm traveling, I have like easy access to stickers or sticky notes. I'm gonna also add like 2 or 3 pictures of myself and my family in here. That way when I'm traveling, I have like physical copies of people that I love. What else? Actually, it looks like there's 2 little strings for this journal. That's really cool. So I think one I'm gonna keep for my monthly overview, and then another one I'm gonna keep for where I last left off in the journal. So it's gonna be like that. I got these on Stationery Pal. They were about 10 bucks, I believe. I got this one and I got a red one. And another thing that I add to my journal are these little tabs. This one has very beautiful colors in it, and I tab like important sections in the journal. And if I don't need that section anymore, I just take out the tab. Like here, there's a whole bunch of tabs. Oh, there's one more thing I want to do with my old journal is to digitalize a bunch of pages. There's several pages in here that have video ideas, DIY projects, recipes, a couple of other things. I want to digitalize those into Notion. That way I don't have to keep looking back into this journal or my other journals. I usually do this with every journal I finish. When I'm on the go, it's just easier to reach into Notion. But I like writing down my notes. That's why I use a physical journal. But I like the idea of having a digital journal. That way you could just do a little quick search. Certain things are just always in one place. Anyways, that's it for this video. That's my journal. And there's gonna be a whole bunch of other things that go into this journal as I start filling it out, and I'll share those things eventually. But yeah, I'm really happy that I'm using this one. It's such a pretty green and it just screams nature to me. Anyways, that's it.